We've lost. We need to go now.
Tell Rae! I'm sorry I didn't finish helping her move. Get out of here! Go! Thing left! Entire goddamn skeleton! Dickhead!
I'm gonna lie when I say this is probably the saddest death in Invincible. I believe this is the first major death in the series. Yeah, we've had moments where people die or where stuff happens. We've had like tragic moments like the end of season 1 where Mark and his dad are fighting. That was probably one of the saddest episodes. This one honestly is kind of hit different. Yeah, the Invincible War delivered, but that's a different video. But I just want to focus on Rex as a character, how he became this. He started off as an asshole to a loving asshole to like just being someone we all care about, which if you read the comic, it's really different the way that they handle his death, the way that they interpret it. I like this show's ability to like change things, to re-elaborate stuff from the comic book, to make it more, how do I put this, impactful, to make it feel more dynamic, to make it feel more human in a sense, if that makes sense. Yeah, but Rex, well, he started off as a character that was pretty much a dick. No one really liked him. He started off cheating with Eve, and then with Duplicate, and then Duplicate, I can't say that, then Kate cheated on him with Immortal, and he went on this whole redemption thing where he tried to learn who he is as a person. He tried to improve, and as like every season passed on, we got to see more and more of his character develop. It's not until the latest season that we saw him and Shrinking Rae form a better development, and you knew right then and there is red flags. Anytime a character gets so much screen time, anytime a character gets a lot of depth, anytime a character gets a lot of emotion, you know they're gonna die, you know they're on the kill list. And I absolutely love the fact that they gave this dynamic between Shrinking Rae and Rex. We got to see them in this past season just develop. Like Rae was telling Rex, hey, I want to be normal. I want to have a normal life. I want to know what it means to not be killed every 5 seconds. After my experience with the Lizard League, I just want to experience normality. Even though I'm a superhero, superhero is all I've known my entire life. I just want to do something different. And this is when Rex says, I don't know what it means to be normal. I've never had a normal life. I was built as a weapon by the government. My parents never wanted me. They sold me to the government. This is all I know. This is my only life. And I like this moment when they're interacting because it shows how much being a hero means to Rex, how being a superhero is all he knows. He doesn't really know what it means to be normal. Yeah, he's fucked up. Yeah, he's done a lot of bad. Yeah, he's kind of an asshole, but at the end of the day, he's still trying to be a better person. And I love the dynamic between him and Rae, that he actually tries to go out of his way to cook for her. He goes out of his way to go shopping with her. And the latest episode, he tries to help her move in the apartment. That's when the Invincible War happens, and he's like, don't worry, I'll be back. You're retired, do your own thing. And ultimately, that's kind of what gets him killed. The fact that even though he wants to be a normal person, he dies because of it. He never had this sense of normality. In the comic, I don't believe we're gonna get like a special like we did with Adam and Eve, but in the comic, it shows Rex's origin, how his parents sold him to the government. I mean, they throw this off as like a one-liner in the show, but in the comic, it kind of goes into it a little bit more. He does some dirty work and whatnot, and then ultimately he goes to find his original birth parents. And that's when he realizes his parents never cared for him. As soon as they sold him to the government, they adopted, or they had like a different child, and he saw them outside of their windows celebrating Christmas. And this is when you realize Rex, no one wants him. No one cared about him. He was always seen as a weapon. And when I read this in the comic like years ago, I'm like, damn, this guy's a dick. But like, I understand why he's an asshole, because no one ever loved him. All he ever knew is saving people. All he ever knew was to be a weapon for the government. He was basically, yes, hey, go do this for me. Go do this for me. You get nothing in return. We'll try our best to give you something, but we can't really guarantee it. And I love this aspect of Rex's character, that yeah, he's an asshole, but being as being an asshole is all that he knows. That's the only way he can cope with things. And I kind of relate to this because like I'm kind of a dick myself at times when I get angry, but that's just because I can't really show emotion. It's kind of hard for me to show emotion, so I understand where Rex is coming from. Like being an asshole is a way for him to convey his feelings, to convey his messaging. And I love the fact that they developed him in the show from the first season all the way to the third season. It just felt way more impactful. This is a character I personally was never really a big fan of. He was just kind of there, but given the fact that they gave him a different relationship with shrinking Rae and the other team, it just feels more impactful. It just feels saddening, especially given in the fact that, spoilers by the way, after the conquest fight, there's like a big funeral for Rex Explode, and it's just sad. Like Eve breaks down, a lot of people break down, and this is probably one of the saddest moments of the entire series. Just seeing Rex die, seeing the funeral, even though he thought no one loved him, even though he felt unwanted. At the end of the day, everyone viewed him as a hero. Everyone viewed him as a friend, and it's kind of talking about it, just kind of reading the comic again, just makes me sad. And the fact that we're gonna get this adapted, hopefully next episode, makes it more sad, because his redemption to his ultimate passing, it's just really great. I love this storytelling, and it just feels really tragic. It just feels like a heavy loss, like you kind of lost a friend when seeing Rex explode. He was cooked from the very beginning. He had no chance against this alternate Mark, but at the end of the day, he said, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna give it my best. If I die, this is what happens to me. And the only reason he was able to defeat the alternate Mark was, one, with his abilities, he can't explode anything organic. So the fact that his entire body is made of cybernetics, he reached his own hand into his skeleton where there's cybernetics, and he literally exploded himself, like I assume to like a nuke or supernova type of level, because he probably overheated himself so much to the point where this alternate Mark couldn't handle the pressure and just literally exploded. Because in like the episode, we saw a bunch of other alternates get killed pretty easily because they're not as strong. But the fact that he was able to do so, he was able to kill one when Bulletproof and Robot weren't able to do so, is honestly such an impressive feat. Makes him stronger than the Immortal. But at the same time, it's just tragic that we got to lose such a wonderful character like Rex, someone who was just getting to live a normal life, only for him to lose everything. And the funeral scene honestly is gonna hit a lot different. But yeah, I just want to talk about the saddest death in Invincible, because it really is sad, like genuinely sad. But what did you guys think of Rex's sacrifice? Did it make you cry? Did it suck when they played the Billie Eilish song at the end? That was pretty evil of Amazon to do. Like damn, that sucks. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on my next one.